Okay, welcome to 1.2 unit price. The whole idea of this lesson here is to figure out the cost of one unit. Okay, so for example, if you go to the store and buy a dozen eggs like this, the idea is, well, how much would it be for one egg in particular? Okay, so for determining the unit price, I just want on this page here, you can just jot in this formula. It's always going to be dollars divided by amount. This presentation here is extra work that you don't need to do. Okay, so let's do a quick example. Say you had 6 donuts purchased for $6. Well, obviously it's $1 per donut, okay? Because you got 6 donuts and it cost $6. But how you do that, you put the dollars on top, put the unit on the bottom, so whatever it is, whether it's donuts, eggs, whatever it is, put that on the bottom in the division. Then whatever the answer that comes out of your calculator will be the unit price, so $1 per donut. Okay, and this is how we write unit price. Okay, unit price is the cost for one. The denominator is 1. Okay, so we can get started here. Always putting the dollars on top. 1020 divided by 12 apples. Put this division in the calculator. 1020 divided by 12. I have 0.85, so that means it's 85 cents per apple. Again, dollars on top. Okay, whenever you see whenever it asks for how much for one, dollars on top. This is cups on the bottom. 94.83 divided by 1,000. Looks like 0.09483. So remember that this is money. So we need to look at these two decimals. The 4 rounds off. Okay, so it's just going to be 9 cents per cup. Alright, locksmith buys a case of 144 brass padlocks. He sells each lock for $5.50. How much does each lock cost, Frank? Okay, so this is a good example of some basic business principles. For example, profit. Okay, so in order to calculate profit, he needs to know how much it costs. Okay, how much it costs for one lock. So again, put the dollar on top. The locks on the bottom. 244.97 divided by 144. I have $1.70 after rounding per lock. And this is important because if you know how much it costs for you to purchase one lock, and then what you can do as a business person is decide, well, how much to sell one lock for. Okay, so if you sell for $5.50, take away the cost to purchase the lock, what you're solving for here is the profit. Okay, so the profit is going to be your retail price, what you sell it in the store for, minus your cost and any other things you have to pay for. So if I subtract those, it looks like this person will make $3.80 per lock. That's the profit per lock. So if he sells 100 locks, times it by 100. If he sells 1,000 locks, times it by 1,000. And that's how much money this guy's going to make. The next question has to do with which is the better buy. So all you have to do is the two calculations. So put the 299 on top of the 48. Put the $1.19 on top of the 18, and then compare. So there's the second one. There's the first one. Look at the prices, and then which one's the better buy? Well, in terms of money, you're looking for cheaper, whatever's cheaper. Alright, so looks like selling notebooks. So 15.48 for a package of 12. And the same notebooks, and that's important. You have to have the same unit always in order to compare things. It has to be the same unit, or else it just doesn't make sense to compare. This one's 1965 for 15. Okay, just divide these each separately in your calculator. So 15.48 divided by 12. This is $1.29 per notebook. 1965 divided by 15. This is $1.31 per notebook. So which one's cheaper? Obviously $1.29. Alright, which is the better buy? $7.59 for 6 muffin, or $14.99 for 1 dozen. 1 dozen equals 12. So just dividing these separately in our calculator. 1.265, 1.249. Alright, so this one's cheaper, and after rounding that would be $1.25 per muffin. After rounding on this one, it would be $1.27 per muffin. Remember for money, you have to only go to 2 decimal places. Alright, Johnny can buy 2 pieces for that price each. Each is important. Or 3 pieces for $1.92 each. And it says which is the better buy per foot. So the important thing here is the units. It says how much do you buy per foot. So let me highlight that. And we need to figure out how much this guy's getting. So he has 2 8-foot pieces right here. So that's 16 feet. Okay? 8 times 2. 2 pieces, and they're 8 feet each. And that costs him $2.60. So $2.60 for 16 feet of the lumber. Then the other one over here is 6-foot pieces, and he's got 3 of them. So 3 times 6, 18 feet, and that cost him $1.92 each. Oh, we gotta be careful here. Each is important. So let's just fix this up. So he's paying $2.60 for each piece. Well, each piece is only worth, this one's worth 8 feet. So I don't have to do this calculation at the beginning. So $2.60 for 8 feet, and then $1.92 for 6 feet. This is what we have to compare. Because they gave us the price for each. So this is 0.325. This is 0.32. Alright, so this one's cheaper by half a penny. And this is price per foot. Okay, so half a penny per foot's really not that much. So when you're talking about which is the better buy, like clearly this one's cheaper, but there might be other reasons that you might choose this this option. Okay, maybe the 6-foot pieces are going to be better for the project that you're doing, and you wouldn't care about the half penny per foot that you're saving. Alright, so moving on here. This looks like more of the same stuff. So let's try this one together. Yeah, these questions are identical. So Sasha, landscape gardener. So 200-foot roll for this much money. It's always dollars on top, divided by the unit. And this one here, 1521 for the 150 feet. So let's just calculate the price per foot. And this one is 0. Like this. So after rounding, this would be 9 cents. And this one would be 10 cents. So the first option is cheaper, the 9 cents per foot. And what is the difference in price per foot? Well, just subtract 10 cents from 9 cents, you get 1 cent. So that would be the difference. Remember, difference is subtraction. Next one is not so much a unit price, because here they give you an if statement. So if 2.5 kilos costs $8.25, so again, dollars on top, 2.5 kilos looks like this. I would just, in my calculator, if you don't know the decimal for the fraction, type just the fraction into your calculator, get the decimal, and then add it on to the whole number beside it. Then it says, well, how much will you pay for 7 kilos? So this is cross multiplication. 7 times 825 divided by 2.5 looks like $23.10. Number 9 looks similar. If Wayne buys 5 liters of gas for $5.45, how much does he have to pay to fill his car for 48 liters? So another cross multiplication. 48 times 545 divided by 5. Alright, so $52.32 for the 48 liters. And that looks like we're done. So practice all these skills on the next page.